Hello there. Just thought I'd make a quick video about virus zappers because some people were asking about them. This one here is one I found on eBay, and I've had this for probably about 4 or 5 months now. Quite impressed by it. Most zappers you come across are based on Hulda Clarke's designs. The lady who linked a lot of supposedly incurable diseases to parasites, and she found that killing off parasites very much helped with those conditions. And typically a zapper would actually look something more like this, so very basic design where you hold on to the copper pipes with both hands, and the frequency goes through the wires and zaps the parasites. This one isn't actually a zapper, that's something else. Maybe I'll do a video on that another day. But that's what they tend to look like, the very basic ones. So you just turn it on and off. Yeah, and so basically this little one that I bought here has the same frequencies that the Hulda Clarke zapper generates, and they are basically frequencies that overwhelm parasites such as protozoa, worms, that kind of thing, and basically destroys their cells by harmonic frequencies. So this one's a bit different to the ones that you would typically see that look more like this. The reason I bought this is because this one has a timer, so when you switch it on, it turns on in a few seconds. You can see the flashing green light there, and then it goes on for so many minutes and then turns off for so many minutes and then turns back on for so many minutes. So it's a set program so that you don't have to worry about switching it on and off. A bit low battery on there at the moment. And the thing I also liked about this one was these clips. So we actually have these little clips here, and that clips on there like that, and then what happens is you just literally, I can put the phone down now, so you literally have it on your wrist like that without having to actually grip it. So I can still read a book with my hand, do whatever else I might need to do whilst having a treatment. So with the timer and this little clip on, it's quite a relaxing way of doing it, where you don't have to remember to switch it on and off all the time. So right now that frequency is going through because it's now on green, and after some time it will turn off by itself. So my personal experience of this is, when I first used it, I didn't feel very much, but the second time I used it, I started to feel itching a lot around my wrists, and especially the third time I used it, I actually noticed almost like little heat blisters, like an itching, and then these little tiny blisters all around my wrist were starting to pop up. And yeah, that's obviously a sign that something was happening. So not very much happened for me, but I do know some friends in New Zealand who have used these, and they said that they actually had things coming out of their head, all sorts of things coming out the scalp, and their skin all over the place, all over their body, and it was happening for several weeks of treatment. So, and they felt a lot clearer and better afterwards. So anyway, that's yeah, I think that's pretty much it really. It's quite a good little machine. They're quite cheap. I mean, you can find them basic ones for, £20, a little bit more if you want something like this with a timer on it. But they do seem to work, and people have reported some really good responses from it. I personally haven't felt anything since those itches came up on my wrists. Nothing else has happened. But yeah, I do recommend it. That it did seem to do some sort of clearing.